Randy, you got Jordan. Was good. We're gonna go straight into it. We're gonna skip past that hot take segment because I believe all three of us don't have any hot takes unless y'all do. And we're gonna ask, what do you feel like was the biggest takeaway from the Lynx Liberty series?
You mean the Vegas Liberty
I'm sorry,
series?
yes, the Vegas Liberty series.
But
Go ahead.
I was watching the game, and granted, Kelsey Plum like had a fantastic game, but they got to run the ball through Asia. It's not the same.
Okay, Randy, I don't. Jordan, can you hear him?
I couldn't.
I
No.
can't hear you.
What?
I thought it was me. I thought it was me.
You can't. You can't. I could barely hear you. That's the funny part. I can hear Jordan.
Can
but I
y'all
barely
can't hear me?
I can hear both of you guys. I could hear you, Randy, just now, but earlier I couldn't hear you.
All
Okay.
right, what are you saying?
Is this better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So granted, Kelsey Plum had a great game, but they need to play through Asia. They need to play through Asia because it just looked out of sync. Like Kelsey had a great game, but just it didn't look like the Aces were used to.
Okay, so you said it didn't look like they. Okay, if you want to keep going, you can. But Jordan, what were your
But
takeaways?
that's it.
Okay, I mean, I got a lot on that topic too. You could go, Jordan.
I mean, there's a lot going on here. Breanna Stewart had an incredible game. The referees put a quick stop to that. They shut that water off so fast when they were up by 18, 62-44. Bro, Breanna Stewart got 4 personal fouls in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, this is going 5 for sure. But yeah, I mean, takeaways, she was good. Sabrina was good. Her shot was falling. That super far one was such a dagger. And they never got closer than 8 points. Um, I mean, they didn't stop Asia Wilson. But I mean, my takeaway was just how balanced New York was, and how Vegas got a great game from Kelsey Plum, and they still lost by like what was it, 14 or
They
something like
lost by
that.
10.
They lost by 10. So quick question: who was the leading scorer of the finals last year for the Aces?
You mean like for the points per game? It was Asia
Points
Wilson.
per game
It was Asia
in
Wilson.
in the finals. It was a tie between Wilson and Plum,
Okay.
21.3.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Who is the leading scorer for the Liberty in the finals last year?
John Quell.
It was John Quell. I mean, she's playing super well, man. That's a balanced ass team.
She had
They,
and
they look good.
so speaking about that, so I'll say this: Kelsey Plum was the Aces' leading scorer. She had 27 points. Asia Wilson had 21 points. Kelsey Plum had 17 shots. Wilson had 16 shots. So to Randy's point, they have got to get Asia Wilson the ball. She should not have games in the teens, shooting in the teens. So first and foremost, get her the ball, get her shooting the ball, get her the basketball. Second of all, Kelsey Plum has to keep putting up 20-point games the way she's been doing because she has been hooping. So as long as she continues what she's been doing the last game, continue it, move on. Third of all, the next thing that the Aces need to do is limit Breanna Stewart. Now, she had 34 points and they won by 10. I'm going to repeat it. She had 34 and they only won by 10. So if they're able to limit what she does, they have a chance of winning because you're not going to stop her, Jonquel, and Sabrina. So the best thing you can do is limit the head of the snake, meaning don't let her go off. Let her get her cool 25, 27, even 30. But she can't get close to 40 points. She can't be 6 points away from 40.
It's
And
so it's so funny that you say that because
it's true.
ESPN just ran something that said Sabrina is the head of the snake. But go ahead.
She's not. But she's not. Which one was second in MVP, third in MVP voting? Which you know what I'm saying? Like Sabrina's not
Right.
their best player. That's not even.
It's just funny that you use that phrase because an article on ESPN literally just said
And
that Sabrina's the head of the
they're
snake.
trying to.
But
I like Sabrina, but they try to prop her up. It's like she's not. She's not better than than Stewie yet. She's just not. She's not better than Stewie yet.
But Sabrina does what she has to for the team. Like,
Right.
bro, the way they're playing, they're firing on all cylinders. They were playing like a team that, like, when you
Yes.
go to open runs and you see the team that plays together all the time and they know each other. That's exactly how
Yep.
they're playing. They weren't.
Yep.
There was barely any hesitation. They're firing off the passes, firing the shots.
Yep.
Pick and rolls were running smoothly. Like everybody had a hand
Yep.
in the pot. So they looked
Yep.
really good. They looked really, really good. It's like
Okay,
scary.
You could make the argument that Vegas could have lost by more,
Hey,
like way more.
hold on. Which
Yeah.
which Jones you talking about, KJ? KJ said Jones is their most important player. But you can keep going. This is on TikTok. Were you
I
saying?
mean, Jones is a body in the paint, man.
I think he's talking about John Quell beating New York's best player. I would say Stewie. I would kind of push back and say Stewie, but I hear you.
I mean, the last 3 MVPs have been Stewie and Asia.
Yeah.
Right before that was John Quell.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's an MVP right there.
Yeah, of course. She was top 4 in efficiency, right behind Stewart. So yeah.
I mean,
But
if
were
we're
you
honestly
saying, Randy?
speaking, we can make arguments if we're honestly speaking, we can make arguments for each of them. But there's without a doubt, each of them play a pivotal role in the success of that team. Like, Sabrina does a great job of attacking when she needs to, distributing when she needs to, and Jonquil's holding it down in the paint, and Stewie's gonna do what she does. So, like, everyone's like, you could prove a good argument for all of them, but they're all important factors on that team. Like, no disrespect to any of them.
So do you feel like? Oh, my fault. Do you feel like Sabrina is the face of this Liberty team?
I wouldn't say that, but like, it's like the big three. Like with the Heat, you got to put them all up there, man, because granted, if someone.
So if they the big three, who LeBron? Who LeBron?
Stewie.
I mean, yeah, Stewie.
So Wade is Sabrina?
Yes.
How can Wade be Sabrina?
Sabrina and Bosch is John Quell.
But John Quell is more accomplished than Sabrina.
I understand. Look, I understand that, but when Braun and Wade went out, Bosch was always there to step up. He just never got the ball enough.
Yeah. That's that.
Does that mean that that Vandersloot is who like Carlos Arroyo or
Mario Chalmers?
No way, man.
If we're talking game by game, no. But I mean, who's Norris Cole? Who is she? Norris Cole or Mario Chalmers? Which one?
No, man, that's so disrespectful.
I mean, it's all gonna be disrespect. There's not I think Vandersloot is more accomplished than any of the Heat's point guards were.
Yeah, so absolutely, but they still played an important factor because, like, Chalmers hit some big shots for the Heat.
That's what I like. Mario Chalmers. Chalmers was legit.
Yeah,
that's why I said it.
Like, same thing.
I know. I'm just playing. I love them. This team fits really well. Yes. Just they have just enough. They have just enough pieces on the periphery. Phoebich, Vandersloot. You know what I'm saying? Like they're Laney.
Phoebich had 6 points. Jordan. Laney had 2 points.
Pretty good.
Laney had 2 points.
It's a team playing cohesive basketball.
Had 2 points. So again.
What do you want me to say this shit, bro?
Wait for Vegas to go off. All they gotta do is limit Stewie. They're gonna get. Let's see. Go. What are you saying, Jordan? Keep going.
Yep.
Bro, they were up 62-44, and then the refs called 4 fouls on Stewie in 5 minutes.
And they came back. We're going. There go Mario. Who you got in this game? Who you got? Vegas or Liberty? Because I got Vegas. I don't know who you got, but I got Vegas.
I got Vegas, man. I got faith in Asia. Asia don't play that, bro. Asia does. I got faith in Asia.
Amen. I don't blame you at all. All right.
I got the Liberty tonight.
She's a competitor.
So, all right, she got Vegas. Yep, she got Vegas too. She got Vegas. I got Vegas too. All right, bet. So we got Vegas. I got Vegas. All right. Lynx, son. Who we going with tonight? What do you think was their best? What do you think was the reason for their loss? Either I'm talking about the Minnesota Lynx.
I would say distribution.
What do you say? You'll take what?
Distribution. Like I wasn't able to watch the game, but like when you look at like the the box scores for the previous games they played, when a team has a high assist rate, that's when they won. That's when they won. Like they're playing against granted, I would say a tall team like Dewana Bonner is like that's a hard guard. You have Alyssa
Yep.
Thomas. It's a lot of they're playing against size, like,
Yep.
and experience. So they just have to distribute the ball and make them play defense rather than taking long shots, like rushing plays, turning it over too much. Like they just have to, manage the ball, play as a team, and trust each other and just play good, solid basketball. I think that's what would do it for them. Like play as a team like they usually do, which is the funny part.
Yeah, the Lynx got that itch done though. What were you gonna say, Jordan? And then I'll go after y'all. But what do you think? I want to hear what y'all think. So it's DeWanna Bonner, and she did play
So
well.
so so
Randy.
so I picked the Sun for the series, but I think the Lynx are going to win tonight because they're going to
You
make.
picked the Sun for the series. So what did you got it
I picked
back?
this
What's this? What's the record for that?
3-2.
All right, go.
I got them in 5.
So
Yeah.
you picked the Sun for the series, but you think the Lynx is tonight?
Yeah, I think the Lynx are going to win tonight because I think that I think they lost because of Alyssa Thomas. I mean, there was that shot at the end, but they were playing off her a lot and giving her that little push shot. They were playing really far off there, you know. So I think they'll play a lot closer to her, defend it, contest that shot more. I mean, Nafisa was so good. The box score doesn't show it, but man, she is
was real
so
good.
freaking good.
The
She's
last
incredible. Yeah, she's really good, man. She didn't put up 40, but she put up 19 or something like that. But dude, she's incredible. Um, Connecticut, I think Randy's like right, like even Dejanay Carrington, she's like not super tall, but she's super long, and they're so fast, and they're
That's
all strong. Like it's just such a good team. And Dewana Bonner, she missed so many shots. She missed like 10 shots in a row or something in the third and fourth quarter until she hit that big three. So, but I still think that the Lynx are going to pull it out because they played really well. I mean, that game was going down on the wire.
If I could, I gotta mention this because they're calling
Yeah,
her
that was nuts.
Bank Maybury and this and that. She played amazing.
That was crazy.
She's averaging almost 20 points over the course of her last 3 games in the playoffs. She's been killing it. And this one was from like almost 27. Like this is half court.
That's yeah.
That's a bomb. That's a bomb. And then speaking of Fee, I didn't know if y'all shout out to Fee because she had 19 her first game. And then I'll kind of go on with my thoughts. But I didn't know if y'all saw. Hey, what's good, Braden? I didn't know if y'all saw Anthony Edwards. He talked about averaging 40. So this was at media day. So I thought this was funny. Where he goes, I'll let him.
That's a tire averaging 40.
Hey, what's up, Braden?
That's a tire.
We were talking about what our predictions were for the game, and I was showing everybody on YouTube Anthony Edwards cutting out feet at media day. So when she said he saw her average of 40, he was like, damn, he was impressed. So shout out to him. Yeah.
Hoopers, no hoopers, bro.
Nah, it's during media day. What are you saying, Randy?
Yeah, I know, but hoopers, no hoopers.
Yeah. Y'all can hear him?
You no longer have Cat, who's probably the second best shooter on the team, especially in the perimeter. You're gonna have to have AE take the shots. Like unless he passes to Randall, I see AE the one taking it out the whole time. Because Rudy's not gonna do anything. Jaden McDaniels will probably have.
Can y'all hear him or no?
I think he's talking about the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah, he's talking about if y'all can't hear him, y'all look. I want to make sure that everything you're saying can be heard, Braden. If not, you can hop on to YouTube with all of us, and
He said something about taking the shots and Gobert or something like that.
Yeah, he's talking about Gobert. Actually, I'm sorry. I was trying to kind of coordinate, Braden. If you want to repeat what you're saying, so they can kind of hear you. If not, we're gonna kind of move on. What are you saying though?
With Cat gone out of the way, you have to have Anthony Edwards take majority of the shots. Because here's the thing, though, with Cat. He was always like putting up 15, 20 because he can shoot those shots. Like he's the best 3-point shooting center that we had. So really, who else are you gonna have? You can have Jaden McDaniels. He'll probably give you 10 to 15.
You hear him?
He'll probably have Naz Reid give you 12, 13, depending if he's gonna start or not. So it has to be AE taking majority of the shots because Rudy won't do it, and Mike Conley isn't that much of a good shooter.
Okay, thank you.
Whoa.
He
First of all,
he got a lot.
Conley's-
Randy got a
Conley
lot to say to that. You got to speak
Mike
up so
Conley
he can hear you.
hold on. Mike Conley is a righty, but he plays lefty because he can shoot further with his left. If Mike Conley plays the true point guard position, allowing Ant to play the 2-3, and he could switch off with McDaniels, I think they could take a lot of good shots. Now, if what's his name? What's the big's name?
Nas Reed
comes off the bench. Nas Reed, yeah. If Nas Reed is a big man that can put the moves on you, bro. He could also run the point. He's like a point forward. And with him and Randall, that's like coming downhill. Like, I'm not a big fan of Randall, but no, Nas could definitely give you more than 10, 12 points a game if he really brings the ball down and gets enough playing time. But now with Cat out the way, he's definitely gonna come on now.
Yeah, but all right. Well, I guess we're gonna kind of pivot back. So, because the players, so Randy just mentioned Nas Reed. Obviously, somebody could drop 20. I want to read. Shout out to Ghost, longtime listener. He put it on the comments. Sun fans, and we'll read this next one for this Minnesota. Sun fans need to send a gift basket to the Sky organization for alienating Marina Mayberry.
Yep.
Amen to that. Because I don't know what the heaven Chicago was thinking. I've been saying that from Jump Street. The fact that they traded her was kind of asinine, but it worked out perfectly for Connecticut.
I got a theory, to be fair. We kind of saw Teaspoon's game plan, all throughout, the season. She wants to play more through Angel Reese. She wants to play more through the bigs. And I just don't think Marina Mabry saw that, wanted to be part of that exactly, I know she probably wanted to, just drop points, but if she doesn't want to be ran through Angel Reese or
I can hear it.
I'm guessing that's what Teaspoon wanted. I wouldn't know why you'd want to keep a player, to be fair.
I keep her there because she can play, and I'm not giving her to a contender. That's in the same player.
Basketball's played inside out. Man.
What did they even get out of Marina Mabry? Was it a first-round pick?
They got Mariah Jefferson. They got Mariah Jefferson. They got Rachel Banham. That's one of the callers on TikTok, Ghost. His name is Braden. And shout out to all of our listeners. He put Ghost put Connecticut had 10 more shots than Minnesota, 75 to 65 respectively. In the Fever series, which is why the games are closer, especially the last game. In the Fever series, the differential was much smaller. The Lynx need to trust their offense more. That's a very astute point, Ghost. But the question is, can they trust their offense with this Connecticut Sun defense? That's the ultimate question.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate. Do you have the ability to play like the normal way that you've been playing over the course? TikTok, Braden, cool. Over the course of the last 10, 15 plus games, can you replicate that? And I don't know if you can.
Just quickly, just back to that Marina shot. That was with the clock expired, a bailout 3 from 27 feet. That was a backbreaker.
Yeah, it was. Tim, and shout out to Tim, another long-time listener. He put they got the Sun first-round pick as well.
Yeah, I knew it.
So they got, I didn't say that they only got a pick. I was trying to name some players.
No, I just didn't know they got another player out of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it'd be Mariah Jefferson.
Yeah, they got Mariah. She hasn't really played too much. So, okay, so Jordan got the link, has the Sun winning 3-2. Randy, you got Connecticut or Minnesota?
My heart wants to say Minnesota. My common sense is telling me Connecticut, man. Because one of the comments alluded to, if they don't play and trust each other and just go out there and play team basketball, they're not going to make it out. It is what it is.
So who you got? Who you picking?
I got the Connecticut Sun.
Okay, so he going Connecticut. Randy got Connecticut. Jordan got Connecticut.
Who do you have tonight?
I need to
Who do you have tonight?
I want to check. I want to check on the records to see if y'all picked Connecticut before the series.
I did, bro. I got every single prediction right.
I want to check on the records before that. I'm gonna make sure of that. Braden, who do you have? I see you, Tim. Tim got Minnesota. Braden, who do you have?
I don't see Fee dropping anything less than 27 for the rest of the series. I got Minnesota.
Hey, she had 19.
27's a lot.
Yeah, it is, especially because she had 19 her first game. You got a lot of faith. You gotta have. I mean, but again, this is when superstars gotta play like superstars. And the reason why I'm saying you got a lot of faith is because they got a top 5 defense. You know what I'm saying? If not top 2, I'm sorry, it's top 2 defenses, and they got like you got a lot of faith, Braden. She
I
had
think
19.
the ultimate factor is going to be Marina Mabry. Surprisingly, I think she's going to make the biggest difference because no matter what, Alyssa Thomas is always going to average near triple double each game.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
even if Dewana Bonner has an off night or not, if Marina Mabry gives you at least 25, it's going to be a close game no matter what.
I'm about to pull up the box right now. So I have Connecticut losing the series. Funny enough, I have Minnesota winning, but we'll see what's gonna happen. And the reason why I picked Minnesota is because, like what Ghost said, is I feel like they need to trust their offense and that they will come through. And that's exactly why I'm trying to pull up this box score for everybody right now because they lost.
Defense is.
What are you gonna say?
When you're playing against a really good defense, you have to. Granted, you're gonna have to hit your shots to make the defense move, because it is what it is. Like, especially if they're playing a zone or a high zone, whoever's playing whoever's at the free throw line, whoever's going back door, whoever's shooting three, you have to be able to knock down the shots or make the defense move. And through that, it's gonna take assist and it's gonna take trust, because the more you hesitate and the more you stand still, the easier you make it on the defense to guard you. So they have to just play like a team, bro.
Also, lastly, of lesser importance, the Suns stole away home court advantage with this win.
Yeah, no, that's the problem right there. Yep. So, but I think Minnesota is. I mean, I think both series are gonna go 5. I thought it was.
They scored 8 points in the fourth quarter.
I thought it was gonna go 4-1. What are you saying, Jordan?
They scored 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Who did, Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courtney
Again, their bench. They got 8 points from Williams, 6 points from Smith. Hines Allen had 6. Heidemann got 2. They need more from their bench, and I don't understand why they didn't play Dorcas or the fact that Alyssa not getting minutes like Diamond Miller. They need to play their bench. They need to get some more minutes in their bench. 8 points in the fourth quarter is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's wild. They could have won that game.
Yeah, they should have won the game. They lost by 3. And now I want to know what the fourth quarter shots were. So I'm about to pull it. Thank you for that, Jordan. That was a very good point too. Everybody, look at it. Everybody on fire.
I need my dog Courtney to be a little bit more aggressive, man. And she's a huge X factor. Like, when she plays well, she's a huge X factor, man.
But do you guys feel like Dewana Bonner is going to have a worse game than she did in game 1? That's like the worst she could shoot. You know what I'm saying? 4 for 17. No. Like, come on, man.
Okay, let's look at it. 4 for 17 from Bonner. Thomas went for 17, 10, and 9. So
that's reproducible.
Yeah. Bree had 6 points. You don't expect her to do that. She's going to score more than 6. Mabry had 20. Now, you really, she covers around there. Carrington had 13. So, again, you're good for 73 points. That's about the average, Jordan.
That's a Connecticut Sun game. Like, that's just how they win. That's just how they do it.
It's Minnesota. Minnesota has to score. That's what I'm saying. Like, he can't have 19, and then the rest of them have to score more. Like, you're just gonna score more points if you're in Minnesota, because that's ridiculous. But that's tough. If the refs call a fair game, but they won't, Wagner AT gonna hand out bruises and push the Sun to the final. Yeah, I mean. That's going to be in now. Okay, so if the Sun go to the final, do you have them winning?
No. I don't. I just see New York being too good of a team. I think that can really push New York is the Lynx. And that's just because of their defense.
Hits their shots, and they move the ball a lot.
Randy, you got to speak up. You said you got to push the ball and move what?
No, New York.
I don't
New York
see any team really beating New York unless it's the Lynx, and that's just because of the Lynx defense alone and Fee's performances.
Randy, what were you saying? I heard you, Braden. What were you saying, Randy?
New York knows how to move the ball, and they stretch the floor. And even on the fast break, they're going. Like, it's as a defensive team in the Sun, that's a lot of work you have to do. And then once you're done working and playing a good offensive team, you have to go play offense and go on the other side. It's going to be harder because it's like you could say that Minnesota's just like the Liberty. They have a good team like that could play together well. It's just they're not. I wouldn't say they're not at that level. They're just not at the timing is off. That's what I can say, because Minnesota moved, bro. As an offensive team, they move. They're just not moving right now. And New York, hey, be careful. You are looking crazy right now, bro.
I think that the one thing that I do see is that all four of these teams are pretty well coached. I think these are the four best coaches in the league, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're not the four best coaches in the league.
Who would you take out, and who would you put in?
I will put at number one. I will put the coach of the year, Cheryl Reeve. Number 2, I will put Sandy Brondello.
Okay, that's two of the okay.
And number 3, I'll put Christy
Becky.
Side.
Oh no, Jabari, you did it again.
I like Sandy. I like Sandy Brondello, and then you can put Becky Hammond in there.
I like Christy Sides.
Okay, but like, what do you like? What does she do especially that deserves her as 3?
Braden's mad because she got 3rd place vote for Coach of the Year. She finished 3rd in Coach of the Year.
That was your vote, wasn't it? You did that.
Christy Sides finished.
You did that.
Coach of the Year. So it don't matter what I think. It matters what the voters think. It matters what the coaches think. It matters what they've said she is the 3rd best coach in basketball. So it don't matter what I think. So I'm gonna go on voting, and the voters say that she is the 3rd best. And he wanted her fired.
Take her ass to Golden State.
Why would she need to go anywhere if she's the 3rd best coach and she helped y'all get to a playoffs the first time in
she's
7
not
years?
the 3rd best coach. Okay, I don't care what the votes say. She's not the 3rd best.
She's a better coach than Stephanie White and Becky Hammond.
That's what the voters deem.
That's what you think?
Hammond. Are you saying she's better than Becky Hammond?
I don't think she's better than Stephanie White or Becky Hammond.
Okay, so we have the 4 best coaches
It
here.
don't matter what I think. It matters what the voters said that she is the 3rd best coach. She finished 3rd in Coach of the Year. That's what they said. She is the better coach.
Cool. She's not though. Okay, like if we're talking literally, she's not.
Literally, she is. If she got the vote, what are you saying? That's literally what it means.
Spoelstra has never won Coach of the Year, right?
He has never won Coach of the Year, which is crazy.
So these awards mean nothing, bro.
Oh, they mean something.
All right. Tell me. Do you think Asia Wilson was the best player last year?
Yeah. The stats say that she was.
Okay, well, no, it's actually Breanna Stewart.
I know.
Your logic, it's Breanna Stewart.
I know. Stats say that she was, though, even though she ended up. But that was the whole point of her getting upset for losing.
Why? Right, and that's why probably Becky Hammond is upset for losing the 3rd place vote. Come on, like just by your own narrative, it doesn't work. You can't say Christy Sides is the 3rd best, but then say Asia Wilson was the best last year.
I understand that. I'm just saying that according to the voters, they think that. So
they're wrong. Well, they're wrong.
So, but how? Okay, so the voters are wrong.
Yes.
So why would the voters be wrong?
I don't know why. Maybe it's to push a narrative. Maybe it's just to uplift Christy Sides or take something away from Caitlin Clark. I really don't know why Christy Sides would. Like, I don't know. Like, I really feel like to have a vote, you need to have a paragraph for each reason why you're casting this vote. I would love to see a paragraph on why Christy Sides was the 3rd best coach without having to do with the record. Because, come on, let's be honest. If it was any other rookie in this class not named Caitlin Clark, their record would not be as good as it was, regardless of the coach.
Y'all heard? Hey, Randy, let me ask you this, because he asked this too, and Ghost, you could chime into this, of course. You chime into everything, and I appreciate it. To your Alyssa Peely point, I think she should get more minutes. It's crazy that she hasn't gotten more minutes this entire season. One of the only rookies that had a 20-point game this year. And yes, she is 6'2", 235. But let me ask you this, because Braden's here, and I want to ask you this. Perfect. Do you feel like the Fever team would have made the playoffs if Clark wasn't on this team?
No.
What do you say, Randy? Are they making the playoffs if Clark not on the team? So for the record, that means they would need 2 more wins. They need 15 wins. They would need 2 more wins. So you don't think if Natasha Cloud were starting at point guard, they wouldn't make this team?
Are you asking me or everyone?
I was asking Jordan and Braden, but
no, man. No.
I was asking everyone to answer your question.
I think Natasha Cloud is a great player. I think she's arguably the 2nd best point guard in the league because Chelsea Gray is still hurt. But you can't. No, I think this was like a Caitlin situation where Caitlin was, the reason why they made the playoffs. It's everyone, but without Caitlin, they wouldn't have made it.
I'll let you finish. Y'all can finish, Jordan, if you have something to add to him. So again, because I think we are arguing if I think we're him and I are arguing if I think that they would personally. I think that the roster without Kalen is better than Atlanta because you got two other players that one is top 10 in scoring, the other one is top 10 in efficiency. Then you have another roster that might be better than Washington.
Who's your ball handler? Who's your distributor? Forget the points and all that. But like, who on that team is going to facilitate everything? It's definitely not Kelsey Mitchell or anyone else. It's not Lexi Hall or any of these people.
You can't
Like
say
like
that's Erica Wheeler because Erica Wheeler made more of an impact shooting than she did taking it up. Like, especially
You know,
on
who
the
said you need a
break.
facility? I'm not okay. I just think that he said Ty is out. Oh, so yeah, Ty Harris is out for the Suns tonight. Thank you, Ava. But I just think that again, it's like having. I think that they're a talented roster, and like the argument we're getting into is like, oh no, they're bums. I'm like, they're not bums. I'm like, how can they be bums if?
I mean, maybe they would have made the playoffs if they had one of these four coaches that are still coaching.
14 and 20. Thank you. What did he say? So okay, thank you, Ghost. Let me put this on the stream. 14 and 27 in 2003, 20 and 20 in 2024. That's mainly CC, right? Question mark. Besides gets the way Phil Jackson gets credit from the Bulls Lakers. That's how it works.
I don't know why Phil Jackson had a great team. I'm not saying that he's not a good coach, but you had arguably probably the second best team ever in the NBA.
I mean, I'm not gonna say too much about Phil.
And you still coached them to play together.
Yeah.
You got a great team full of great players.
Tell me, does Steve Kerr? Would you say Steve Kerr's a great coach?
Jordan, that's for you to answer. Steve Kerr.
He's not a great
He
coach.
said, what are your thoughts about Steve Kerr? I don't
Steve-
have nothing to say about Steve
Steve
Kerr.
Kerr stepped into a system that was already operating. Phil Jackson created a system.
Tex Winter created the system. Tex Winter, man. Tex Winter.
I mean, but bro, Phil Jackson won. He won where? In Chicago, and he won in LA. So it's kind of hard to take away from his coaching when he's won in multiple. He's won on multiple teams, really.
I mean, I don't know. This is a whole different conversation, but I don't necessarily think Phil Jackson, Steve Kerr, or Christy Sides are great coaches. I'm gonna lump them three together. These three people across 4 decades. Like, I don't know. That's just me personally. But yeah, I don't think Steve Kerr's a great coach. When it was time, Spoelstra took over in the fourth quarter to guide the USA to a gold medal. So everything turned out well.
Coach Sides, I think you good in my book. What are you gonna say, Ray?
I just think Steve Kerr has just shown that he's not a good coach overall. He just has great players. I mean, Steve Kerr
Exactly.
What?
He's agreeing with you.
No, I'm just saying, like, this Olympic break, like, Steve Kerr really showed no defensive narrative, too, and that's why Team USA basically almost lost against Serbia. That's why they almost lost against France. I mean, like, here's the thing, though. We have great players. We just had no game plan coming in, like, especially when it's almost all scoring, too.
He also couldn't find a spot for Jason Tatum to get minutes in a couple of games. Like, really?
I'm not mad about that, to be fair. I'm cool with that.
That's dude, that's crazy to me, though.
I'll tell you why, though, because here's the thing. You've got, like, players that are, like, known for their roles. Like, Anthony Davis is known for defense. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry are known for scoring. And then, like, Jason Tatum is he's basically just good everywhere, at everything. He doesn't have anything that stands out. LeBron James is just good at taking it up and slashing it in. Like, what is Jason Tatum like? What does he stand out in? Oh, yeah, Joel Embiid. He's an elite shot blocker.
He's a scorer. Tatum, I'm not going to skate on Tatum.
I'm not mad because during the finals, Tatum did nothing until the last game.
Right.
It was the same thing, so I'm not mad at it. Let him.
I mean, Anthony Edwards is a better sixth man than Jason Tatum, to be fair. And Jason Tatum did get, 2 games of really good minutes. I'm pretty sure, one game where he had, 15 minutes, he only dropped 2 points.
I'm with it. I'm good with the AE. I think he's better. Shout out to my Miami Heat because hopefully Anthony comes to the Heat.
I'm excited for that. I would love Jimmy Butler to get a ring. And if Anthony Edwards is on that team, then that just makes my year,
Well, let me ask you this. Speaking of rings, because this next team is they're looking to obviously get one. The Golden State Valkyries, this expansion draft. Do you feel like it weakens or strengthens the competition in the WNBA? And another question I wanted to ask is who are some players that you think are absolutely must keeps?
Are you talking about like on every team? Are you talking about the Fever?
I was talking
or-
about every team. If you want to go fever, you can. But like I was speaking about must like. Better
I mean,
question
I
is
want- I
if you're
want
better. How
every
about
team,
this?
but
Let's do it like this then. If you're Golden State, who are some players that you feel like you need to prioritize getting in this draft?
I think you need a scorer. I think it's above all everything else.
Is there going to be a score available? Actually, yeah, there is.
Okay, I think I know where you're going at with this.
What? Who?
Enrique.
Enrique's not. She's
no,
gonna
Enrique's
stay.
staying.
Yeah,
You're
she'll
going to
stay.
keep Enrique no matter what. Enrique's not going anywhere in the expansion draft, but it could be Kelsey Plum or Kelsey Mitchell, or better yet, Nelson
Kelsey
Smith.
Mitchell.
Nelson Smith was a great scorer when she played in Baylor.
I'm looking at the Dallas Wings roster. So some of the players that'll be available will most likely be Tierra McCowan, Jalen Brown, Maddie Seegers, Kalani Brown. Maddie Seegers is going to Golden State.
I thought I saw that the Valkyries have sold out. Is it the season tickets for the next 3 years or something like that? It's like 15,000 for the next for the.
Like 50,000 people bought tickets.
Yeah. So
And
so
shout out to
so
Cameron, who just got
so
engaged.
they're good for a while. Maybe they could build it the right way. Well, like maybe through like defense and I don't know, but we'll see.
He said Enrique is franchise. She's staying in bum blank Dallas. I don't think it's wrong.
a ghost. A KD lost her too.
Y'all was silly. Coach, she ain't going nowhere. Stewie is a free agent. Yeah, Stewie's not going anywhere.
You know what? They should probably prioritize Nika Mule. I think she'll be.
I was just thinking. I said Nika Mule's gonna be gone. Nika Mule will be on the expansion team.
Oh, I was joking, but okay.
No, they're gonna keep her. Why they're not? Seattle's not gonna. Why would you? She's not one of their 6 best players.
Are you talking about Seattle would keep her?
They're not. They can't keep her. They're gonna have to keep the other 5 players that they're gonna think about outside of Skylar.
I was joking about her going to the Valkyries. I don't think Golden State's going to pick her up.
Oh, I think so. I'm pulling up the list of players right now. So some of the players that are most likely will be available. I mean, let's see. Rachel Banham will probably be available. Grace Berger, Monique Billings, Lexi Brown.
I think Grace Berger's better than Nika Mule. I mean, she had limited minutes. I mean, I'm pretty sure Nika Mule had more minutes, but Grace scored more points.
Like, it's a lot of players that'll be available. I'm trying to pull up some more names. Alicia Clark from the Aces.
Dude, we would love her.
Sydney Colson, Zaya Cook, Sophie Cunningham, Crystal Dangerfield.
Sophie already signed a deal.
Dantes.
Sophie already signed with Minnesota.
I was about to say Damaris Dantes is available most likely. Diamond Shields.
Do you know how the league is gonna reorganize when Golden State comes in? Are they just going in the West and like that's it?
They're gonna probably just go to the West and that's it because they're adding in another team. True that. Jimmy and Katie Escobar. Well, I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, they're gonna probably just reorganize the team and kind of go from there. I'm sorry, or put one team in the West. I don't know in particular though, but I'm pretty sure they're just gonna put them in the West and just see who the best teams that are going in. It pisses me off that the 2 expansion teams are in tech cities, San Francisco and Portland. Is that going to be the NBA's demographic? I don't think that. I think it's just whoever was in Portland just wanted to open it in Portland. I think that we need more demand in Miami and Houston for them to open up a team in those cities. What are you gonna say, Jordan?
In general, whenever you expand any league, there's a dilution. Like in general, teams get worse. But you will see the teams that are really good that were able to retain most of their talent have some of the craziest, most dominant seasons. Like those '90s Bulls. There was a crazy expansion prior to that dynastic run, So, I mean, maybe the Liberty will win 35 games next year. Who knows?
Hey, Brady, you were saying something? He said he was raising his hand behind the camera. You have something to say?
Yeah. I was wondering, do you think Seattle will come back in the NBA?
Oh, man. I mean, I'd like to see them come back, but the WNBA has never resurrected a franchise in a city they left, right?
No, I think he's talking about in the NBA.
The NBA.
Oh, in the NBA?
They already got the Seattle Storm.
I think there could be a chance they come back in the NBA.
What am I
And
thinking?
that could be where KD
I have no
retires.
clue.
Dude, what was I thinking just now?
It's
Wait,
like,
but the WNBA has never brought back a franchise, right?
yeah, they have. They're doing it right now. Portland, the Portland Fire.
But that's the first one, right? I'm saying
Yeah,
before them,
so far, yes.
like San Antonio, Detroit, Miami,
Charlotte,
Charlotte.
correct. Moreau Sports, I seen a clip of you asking some media questions. Oh, send me the clip, KG. I want to see it. I love when y'all. I'm telling you, that happen all the time where they be saying, "Oh, I seen you do this. I seen you do that." Well, send me that. I don't know where you'll be seeing this stuff. That always makes me. That encourages me when I see that type of stuff. That always
I
encourages me.
mean, yeah, there's like a video of you on Twitter with the hockey assists. When it's hockey assists, you know it's Jabari.
What are you talking about?
You asked Caitlin about a hockey assist or something like that in one of the interviews.
Yes, I did. I asked her about a hockey assist to Damaris Dantas. I asked her another question that went viral too. That was like a few questions, but
Wow,
Tyrese.
good for you.
How do you feel about that?
You
I know you're a
what? You breathe
CC
very loud.
warrior.
You know that, like in your lives, you breathe very loud. All yours.
What the hell are you talking about? What?
Bro, you gotta ask some of those razzmatazz
Live with
questions.
the Magic, like with the Magic player.
You said I breathe loud?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
I'm about to go
It's like,
watch
all
all
right.
his videos.
I breathe different. I breathe different. What's good, Tyrese? I got Tyrese on TikTok. That's funny. Everybody, what's all right? I guess because we almost done. Let's kind of round out with this. Well, for YouTube, we kind of almost done, and we're gonna shift to TikTok more. We're gonna be live streaming during the game. All right. Let me ask y'all this then. Let me ask y'all this. What can I ask y'all? And chat, if y'all got something for us y'all want to talk about, because I think we kind of hit everything to talk about. Unless y'all got closing thoughts, y'all.
Let's see. Do we cover everything?
You tell me. I mean, it's like we spoke about the draft. We spoke about the Lynx. We spoke.
Who do you have
about
tonight? Who do you have tonight in the games?
Oh, thank you for that. Tonight, I got Las Vegas tonight winning in New York. They're gonna break y'all hearts because y'all know how the story ends. She gonna win her third MVP. She gonna win her third ring, and she gonna be going down as one of the greatest players. I know. Shake your head. Shake your head. She gonna go down as one of the greatest players to play the game, and then she gonna do it again for the fourth time, and then we're gonna go from there. Now, what I'm saying though, so tonight I'm going Las Vegas with that game, and Stewie's not gonna go for 30 plus points twice, not back to back at least.
Definitely not. The refs are gonna stop
I mean,
her.
it's possible she has ability, but I just think that if you're Becky Hammond and you haven't already had the conversation of you're gonna have to guard Stewie for us to win. Thank you, Ghost. I'll answer that next. So I'm gonna go Aces, and then for this Lynx game tonight, I'm gonna go Lynx. I think it was Lynx in 4, so I'm gonna stick with my pick, but I'm gonna go Lynx. And I mean, now I think it's gonna be Lynx in 5 because I don't think they're gonna lose on their home court twice.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I got the Liberty. I think the Liberty might sweep the Aces. I think I had it in 5, right? But the Liberty are gonna win tonight, and I've got Minnesota. Minnesota's gonna win tonight.
If they don't put Asia on Stewie, I don't know what they thinking. Definitely got to guard Stewie. And Sunny says the Liberty are winning. Reese, who y'all got? Reese said the Liberty winning. Y'all got both. Y'all got the Liberty tonight. Reese and Breanna. He got aces. He got aces. I heard you, Reese. What you said now? And then
I got aces. I'm biased though. I got aces just because the aces are gonna come back harder, swinging harder, and then I got.
Did anybody pick Las Vegas besides me? I mean, but pick New York.
I picked New York
Tonight. You pick New York?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
man. I don't know, man. You can't bet against Asia, bro. Like,
I mean, that's what everybody said in game 1. Nobody bet against Asia, and then Asia lost.
You talking like she's undefeated? That's the series not done.
Typically,
All she got to do is win the series.
It's an adjustment.
She didn't lose anything. By the war, not lost.
It's an adjustment.
You go, Randy.
Vegas didn't look like they didn't look like a team that was playing by a game plan. They looked like they were just going out there and adjusting and figuring it out because Liberty was just playing a great game. But I feel as if the Aces are going to come out here, control the tempo, really control the pace of the ball, and they got to play their game in order to win. You can't play in New York style to beat New York when you're the Aces. It just doesn't work. Just play as you do and go from there. Because it looked like Plum was a step ahead of everybody. Then there was after Plum was Asia, and then the rest of the team. Rather than where the Liberty looked like everybody was on the same page, or and the same like rhythm of basketball.
I hear what you're saying, but I think all these issues with Vegas, they just take more than 72 hours to fix. You know, like I mean, the Aces have. I just don't see it, man. You know, like someone was saying it earlier this year. The Vegas guard play is a little bit off, and I mean, Jackie Young just looks a little bit off. Like
So let's get to that right now. Let's get to that right now. So, and I'll get to that. We'll get to your unraveled question. Let's get to that question because you brought up something that Ghost asked. He said, "Is Jackie Young cooked? She hasn't been right.
I didn't even see
her
that.
Olympics. Her shooting percentage is often in the 30s." And then the other question was, if Asia gets guard Stewie, doesn't that open up the perimeter for Sabrina and Phoebish? So again, Sabrina's gonna get her 20. So let her get her 20. With Phoebish, she had 6 points. So as long as she's not going for double digits, you're good. Just don't let her go for 14, 15 points. Asia been getting hated on for the past week.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. I have no clue what you're talking about, honestly.
That
I don't
video of
think
her
Jackie's
circulating again.
So what the hell are you talking? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That video of her like telling Kelsey Plum that her white privilege was like why she's good.
Is that why she's good? That's why she made first team All NBA, not because she was white.
How could white privilege make you the most points scored in college? Doesn't make any sense.
She didn't. Yeah,
Kelsey Plum is 100% white.
Kelsey Plum is white.
100%? Okay, that's news to me.
She always
I
says
didn't
that.
know. I don't
People
know.
always say that. She always said that
What
she is
do you
100%
think
white. But what? She didn't say that. Well, what
Half and half.
But that doesn't make sense. What she said. Yeah.
I thought she was half and half, bro.
She said she sees a lot of Paige in Kelsey because she doesn't let her white privilege get ahead of her.
Let's go to the video.
She didn't say she didn't mean that Plum is good because she's white. She didn't mean that.
No, I didn't say that. I just know she mentioned white privilege.
That's literally what you just said.
No, it's like something about her white privilege not getting the best for her. I know she said that with Paige though.
Yeah, but she wasn't saying that Plum is good because she's white. That's not what was said. That's not what she meant.
Y'all talking about that CC interview she had like on like CBS or something like that?
No, we talking about
Hey, TikTok. Before y'all continue, we can get back to that because I'm gonna find the clip and we can talk about that in a minute. Let me ask for this too though. We'll get back to that in a second.
White privilege gave her an advantage. How am I not wrong?
All right. So we're gonna get back to that. So what I was saying is the question for the panels, because we just got one that came in. Your life is on the line. Who do you want coaching your team? Becky Hammond or Cheryl Reed? And then y'all can do a quick answer to that, and then I'm gonna pull up that clip because I want to hear exactly what she said.
Chrissy Sides? She got a third place vote.
And we'll go from there.
All right, bro.
Chrissy Sides? Chrissy Sides! Hell no!
Yeah, why is Chrissy Sides on there?
You're just throwing anybody at this point. But
yeah, Chrissy Sides on there.
Chrissy says between the first two, Reeve or Hammond. But then again, Reeve didn't get a vote. Why you put Sides on there?
See, this is so tough because.
Thank you, Ping. Appreciate you.
Moro, this is so tough because like again, I always say like a lot of coaches get their name because they have like elite talents. So it's hard, bro. But I'm a defensive kind of like person, so I got to go Cheryl Reeves.
I'm gonna go Hammond.
That's fine.
I
have no issue with that.
Yeah, I'm going Hammond.
Yeah. If you're coached
I like Becky Hammond more.
You know what you're doing.
It's more my tea.
I think Becky also. It's close though. It's close.
I feel like that kind of question is just what you value, or like what you value as your team's identity.
Right.
Like, because Becky's like an offensive identity player, and then Cheryl's a defensive identity player. I'm a coach.
Braden, they said TikTok, YouTube says you're funny because they asked about the why not sides. And yes, Jordan, Kate, Ghost, I was thinking the same thing. I'm gonna find that clip too where Kelsey Plum says she's not Puerto Rican. Kelsey Plum says
I thought
she's
she
100% white. She says
they be running with that joke of her.
It's a funny joke. I'm gonna find that clip. I'm gonna find that clip right now for y'all. And
She looks Puerto
I'm gonna
Rican
play
to
the
y'all?
Asia Wilson clip.
she kind of does.
Somebody who's Puerto Rican.
No,
That's right.
no.
I know somebody who's Puerto Rican.
No, the Aces be running with that joke
This
too.
is some straight up racial profiling.
That is a white
Good old fashioned.
I mean, KG, that happens with like every joke, like with athletes. Eventually, there's gonna be a bunch
Puerto
of
Rican
people
people
that
are pretty diverse though.
Hey, I'm gonna play this Asia Wilson clip.
It's just the fact that people actually like. agree.
Y'all are good. Y'all are good. TikTok. Y'all funny.
Bro,
I'm gonna play this Asia
that's
Wilson clip.
that's not a port.
Us as black women, Age reminds me a lot of you. Like, you say you're not really about me, you know, and she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point, and also like, she's that basketball obviously. But like, she understands her privilege and like, pushes her over the top in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you, and I mean that's a compliment.
Why do you think that's controversial? What's the hot
What
button
is it like
topic
her
about that?
privilege though? What's her privilege?
She's
Being
white.
in America? Yeah, like what are you saying?
But what does that got to do with her being good at basketball?
That's not what
That's
she
not
said.
what he said.
Yeah, that's not what she said.
You just said she's
She
white.
said she reminds me of you.
No, I
because
couldn't
she's white.
hear. That's what she meant by the privilege, but she never said your privilege is why you're good at basketball.
But but what does that got to do with relating to basketball? How
She's
does
saying her
privilege
popularity, her privilege is popularity pushes her above. It means
If you look at the way the media portrays things, I'll use Caitlyn for example, right?
No, let's use Cage for example.
This was a example.
Martin having emotion just doesn't make sense, bro. I swear to God.
Caitlyn's the cash cow, right?
And I'll get y'all takes, Jordan and Randy. Y'all could go next, and then we'll go. How about this? So KG, you could go first. Then we'll go Reese. Iverson, you can come back anytime you're ready. Iverson, we'll go like this. KG, Jordan, Randy. We'll go Braden and then Tyrese, and I'll go from there, and I'll go last.
So Braden, Caitlyn's the cash cow, right? And they do it with a lot of athletes, not just Caitlyn. But I had just seen this one, so that's why it's on my mind. But they'll win a game, and then Caitlyn's the picture on the graphic that they post online on the WNBA website or on the Fever website, right? Then they'll lose, and then Aaliyah Boston's up there. That's for a reason. That's for a reason.
He's not lying.
That's for a reason, Braden. That's what she means by privilege.
One of them's a winner, one of them's a loser.
I'm saying across the board in sports though, as far as NCAA and WNBA go, they'll use the white girl or the white guy as like the poster child for wins or like a certain image, and then when it's, I don't want to call it negative because I don't feel like a loss is negative, but they'll do it. That's what she
Jordan,
means
you up. I'm
by
gonna say Jordan, you
With
up.
the Lynx in the Fever game.
This is
that's
a
what they mean by her privilege. They use her marketability.
Chelsea wasn't popular like that.
Hold on. I want to hear what he got to say too, because I love the discourse. But we got a lot. We got like 5 people on YouTube. You know, we got a bunch of personalities. You can go Jordan right quick.
this is a very nuanced discussion because it's like there's the obvious black-white thing, but it's like specifically, in my opinion, like a wealthy, maybe not wealthy, but higher, income bracket white person. I mean, if Caitlin Clark was like Tanya Harding or like a poor white, do you think she'd be perceived differently? Because the two major factions within the WNBA from a social cultural standpoint, are like it's a black league and it's a LGBTQ plus league, right? Caitlin Clark's neither one of these, but I wonder if there was some sort of pre-existing condition or something that she had to come up against that she would be accepted more by the culture, because I think it might just come down to that. As someone that's in, I mean, I don't want to say I'm in like the 1%, but I'm a doctor, right? And like I do well, but I feel like the bigger difference, more so than race, is actually economy, in my opinion. That's the major difference that I see between people in terms of agreement and disagreement.
Okay, bet. Let's go with it was Braden up next and Reese. Actually, I'm sorry, it was Randy up next and then it was Braden and then Reese.
What was the question?
It was. I just wanted to hear what your thoughts were on this Asia Wilson. If you don't say it's out, it's all good.
I mean, I don't. Asia didn't say anything that's wrong because it's been and of course happening early on in the season, incredibly wrong. When
You guys speak up.
Very much black and white, and they're going to Caitlyn.
You're kind of breaking up, Randy.
My bad, bro. I don't know what's going on, but like early in the season when there's like that whole discourse about the black and white thing on the Indiana Fever, and they went to Caitlyn, and she kind of said nothing about it, and then the media, everybody said something that, hey, she should speak a little bit more on topic and support her teammates, and then she came back and clarified herself. Like, Asia said nothing wrong. Like, she said absolutely nothing wrong. Like, that's her experience, and it's a fact because we have other people on here who share the same experience. So there was nothing crazy about it. It's just the truth.
All right, Brady, what were you gonna say?
I just don't think none of that has to do with anything, though. Like, I really don't know why they make a skin color a big deal for that white privilege. Like, here's the thing, though. Like, I just don't get it because, like, there's majority of the league you said is black players. Like, how many few white players is there that really has that kind of like branched out? Like Caitlyn's really like one of the only first ones other than Sabrina. Like, I don't really get where Asia was trying to go with this. Even Jackie Young looked like she wasn't taking her serious.
Iverson, if you had something to comment on that.
No, I'm trying to even find like what y'all are talking about.
I just played the clip. I just played the clip where Asia.
Oh no, it's like I couldn't hear it that well. That's why.
Oh, my fault. Well, Asia Wilson was basically saying, Randy, you had something? My fault.
No, it's easy for Brandon to say that because he's not in that position. He doesn't sound like a person of color, so it's easy to say that when you're not the one being affected by that perspective. Because even in my personal experience, it just is what it is. Like, who's the guy who played for? He played for Boston, then he went to Charlotte. I can't remember his name.
Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward. When he came in the league, he was a great player, but there was still LeBron, there's still KD. But Gordon Hayward got a lot of attention, because it's just you're a white guy that could play well in a predominantly black league. Doesn't mean he's better than majority of the players, because in my opinion he wasn't, but he still got a lot of attention.
Gordon was,
and it's just it is what it is.
I covered
Gordon could hoop, but
I covered him. That was one of the players he won.
Yeah, he could hoop. Don't get me wrong, but
Gordon could hoop. Yeah,
like they were giving him a lot of attention. Like, even like look how Boston treated Gordon Hayward versus how Boston treated Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas did a lot for that franchise.
Right. Braden, stop.
Like,
I hear you.
It's okay.
He said pre-injury Gordon Hayward was something else.
No, he was
a good player. I'm not going
to
sit here and dish on him.
Who would you take?
He was really good at Butler too. He was good at Butler too.
He wasn't elite. He was a decent
Who'd you
player.
take? Who'd you take? Pre-injury Gordon Hayward or pre-injury D Rose?
You said what? You said Randy?
No, they wouldn't.
Who'd you take? Pre-injury Gordon Hayward or pre-injury D Rose?
2018. I'm not buying the fucking Warriors either.
Gordon was also injured too.
Yeah, but even if they were there, bro, they're not even going past.
Because Gordon can drop 25. He can drop 25 to 30.
Yeah. Stop playing. All right, we got. All right, let's move on. Like, we're not gonna go there. 20. He said
that boy on that yak talking like that.
What are you talking? He said, y'all heard what he said? When he said Gordon was a 25
he said he could drop
score in his Utah day.
He wasn't.
Never.
Didn't he spend one summer with Kobe and then he became like an all-star level player?
With Enes Kanter, Gordon Hayward, Trey Burke, like the entire, like I didn't talk. Stop it.
Oh yeah, Jazz legend Enes Kanter. I forgot about that.
Like y'all, stop it. That team, Gordon Hayward was a 20-point scorer, but I'm not gonna sit here and say he wasn't an all-star like I thought he was. Like I thought that Gordon Hayward he was an all-star. I thought he should have been a multiple-time all-star. I was one of the people that was saying that, and he was a good hooper. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you he was a top 25. He was a 25.
Just like off the top of your head, which 6'7" white Utah guy would you take? Would you take Gordon Hayward or would you take Karolinko?
Oh, Karolinko.
Elite defender.
Karolinko. I'm picking
Karolinko or Gordon Hayward.
No.
The white guy from
Okay,
Utah.
good question. Karolinko or Hayward? Who y'all picking?
Oh, Gordon Hayward by a mile, bro.
Karolinko.
Dude,
He ain't watched Karolinko.
Andre could consistently
You ain't watch
They got
AK-47, my boy.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Bro,
You
Karolinko
ain't watch
could.
AK-47.
Somebody give me a trade that Karolinko could do on offense.
everything. He could do everything. He literally
Who's
had a
good on
5x5 game. He could literally do everything on the court. And he made the All-Star game more times than Gordon Hayward. Like, he could do
was the white
everything.
version of.
I mean, that says a lot about like the 2000s power forward depth, but that's a whole different combo.
Andre Karolinko was just a player. You could
No,
put
he
him
was
at
no,
center,
he was a-
power forward,
Yeah.
or small
He
forward.
was an elite defender. Like, I'm not taking that away, but offensively, he provides no.
That's not true. He was averaging 16 a
nothing
game.
to the same degree as Gordon
Nah,
Hayward.
you tripping. AK-47
No,
was legit. That was
He can't even consistently spot up for me. Let alone
It's like the new
let
era
alone do
versus
anything
the
with the
old
ball
modern
in his
era.
hands.
I got you. I mean, he's not. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's a 3-point shooter. Like, that's not what you're gonna get.
No,
me
but
to
can he
sit
do
here and
anything
say.
else, like offensively?
I mean, he averaged double figures
Yes.
multiple times in his career. Yeah, and he was a good
Dude,
rebounder, and he was a good
when you have,
passer,
Darren
and he did
Williams setting
like
you up, I hope you could do that.
he shot free throws well. He shot from the floor well.
Oh my God, we're crediting free. Yeah, see, this is how you know. This is how you know he can't bring anything offensively. We
No,
talk
I
about free
disagree.
throws.
I disagree. I mean, he averaged 47. He shot 47% from the floor for his career.
No, I'm talking about like 3-point shooting. Like, I mean, he can't
His
even
3-point
consistently
is
spot up.
31%.
He can't even consistently spot up for me, let alone like ask him to do like.
If you can't shoot a 3, you trash. Let's stop it.
No, I'm saying what
Stop
can
it.
he bring? What can he bring to me for my team offensively? Like outside of free throw shooting, we'll even do that. Free throw shooting. What else?
So again, y'all hear it. NBA talk coming soon.
He was a terror.
No, yeah,
NBA talk
tear
coming
around
soon.
the ring.
It's that time. We itching. Training camp today, open today. We itching.
No,
Karolinko was a terror.
I like it.
Karolinko was a terror around the rim.
We're not gonna do this, bro.
No, you tripping. I like Gordon Hayward, but I would never pick him over Andre Karolinko. You tripping.
Bro, you just don't want to win a ring. That's really what it is.
Nah, which one?
No, you don't want to win a ring.
Yeah, which one did better in the playoffs? It was Karolinko by a
Yeah, when
mile.
you have like Darren Williams on your team and like Carlos Boozer, like I hope you make the playoffs.
All right, they both made one All-Star. Karolinko has made 3 all-defensive teams, and his win, we're looking at this now. It's not even a question. Gordon Hayward. The only thing he does better is average more points, more assists, shoots better from 3.
No, it's not even just the box score. Like everything offensively, Gordon can do better than him. He's a better jump shooter. He's a better on-ball creator.
I'm not debating the offensive side of the ball. I'm not going to debate you there.
That might all be true, but Karolinko is 10 times the defender that Hayward is.
Right.
No, Gordon. No, yeah, he's.
We
a
are
much
getting
better
off
defender
topic,
than Gordon.
Robert. My fault. We've been off
We're
topic.
getting off topic, but I'm just saying that.
Dude, look at the VORP. Look at the VORP. Did you see that? Did you look at the VORP? Bro, that was 18 VORP.
I know. That's why I'm letting him go on. Yesterday he was trying to tell me Steve Nash. I don't know what Iverson. I don't know. We gonna
No, because
I don't know what
I was even watching the series. Like, wait, keep going.
I don't know where he is. Sometimes I don't know where you be going with that Steve Nash take and this take right here. I don't know what you be saying sometimes.
Because it's true.
Yo, what's the take? I love Steve Nash, though. I love the take.
I know you love Steve. Look, I got somebody on the line that loves Steve Nash too. And look, I don't know. I forgot what did we say?
Dude, I have crazy Steve Nash takes.
You can love a player and still be wrong about them.
I don't know, but let me play this Kelsey Plum clip. Her talking about her being white.
Oh my God, are you really putting this on camera? Honestly, I feel like it's a big compliment. I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm so sorry to let people down.
Kelsey, are you sure? I don't know.
I'm Irish, actually. Proud Irish woman. But I feel like I'm an ally for all communities, but now in particular because I feel like I've been endeared by the community. So I know we're playing Puerto Rico and South Carolina. It feels a great fit. I've been called a Boricua. Whatever y'all need me to be for you, I'm rocking. All right, let's do it.
There you go. So Kelsey Plum is not Puerto Rican.
That's it. Iverson, you said you didn't hear the clip of what Angel said. I had that. That's what it is. Yeah. All right. So they're sitting at the NCAA tournament, and she goes, "Paige Beckers, us as Black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you."
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, is is not really about me. She knows, and she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's a good basketball player, obviously, but like she understands her privilege is what pushes her over the top in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. Kelsey says thank you, and Asia said, yeah, it was a compliment.
AKG, I'm gonna let you finish right quick. I think I'm gonna end this out on YouTube unless y'all want to go come on TikTok. But let me just say this on TikTok. I have no idea what
the issue is with that statement.
Hold on, Iverson.
Why does it matter though? It's basketball.
Oh, hey, you're gonna finish.
No,
I'm gonna let y'all get back.
Like,
I'm gonna let y'all get back.
They're talking about her. Like,
I'm gonna let y'all get back. I promise. I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. Like, y'all can talk as much as y'all want about this. Hold up, I got y'all. The chat put AK-47 got a religious haircut, but that's a bad dude. Watch it 6. So the chat is
that's funny as hell.
The last thing though, if I could, ally is a code word for please don't do me like y'all did CC. She's scared. And then the last thing I'm gonna say is, did she literally say I'll do whatever you want? She did say that. Jordan, if you want to give your closing thoughts, Randy, and then we're gonna close it out. This episode 33, and we're gonna go from there, and then we'll go straight to TikTok in a minute. I promise you, we're gonna be on TikTok in a minute.
I got the Liberty tonight. It's going to be a good game. They're going to go up 2-0.
2-0, yeah, because we excited. The game about to start, so we excited. What are you going to say, Brandon?
I got the Aces slowing down the pace of the game, playing through Asia, and really finding the bearings. And I also have the Lynx coming out and doing the same.
I got Aces winning tonight. I got Lynx winning tonight. Shout out to everybody. Coach Sides, third best coach in the league.
Steve Nash is the greatest shooter of all time.
Shout out to AK-47, the truth.
Hey, shout out to AK-47. Oh, NBA talk coming soon. I'm happy. You said that for that. Last thing I say is NBA talk coming very soon. We should have had a show this week. We're gonna get one very soon. NBA talk coming very soon. We here. Jordan Rating, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here talking that NBA talk. All right, y'all. Appreciate us. Episode 33. TikTok, we live. Boom. Appreciate y'all.